This is a showmanship demonstration video presented by the Florida 4-H Dairy Youth Program. I am Jenna Larson, and this is a few of the topics I will be discussing in this video. Let's dive in. First is prep on show day. The attire for the show ring consists of white pants and a shirt, a belt, closed-toed shoes, and an optional show harness, which are pictured in this image. Before entering the ring, you should ensure that your show halter fits snugly and the noseband is halfway between the muzzle and the eyes. The lead should be tightly coiled so that it isn't visible to the judge. The showman's left hand should always be gripping the halter. When entering the ring, all showmen walk facing forwards until the last showman and animal have entered the ring. At this point, all showmen turn around with their head facing their animal and walk backward. If your animal is acting antsy, as the second heifer is, try to slow down your movement as much as possible to show the judge that you still maintain control of your animal. If possible, walking an animal into the ring before the show day may help to introduce her to the new environment. When practicing showmanship at home and in the show ring, make sure that you keep a firm grip on the halter and keep the animal's head elevated. When your animal is stopped and set up in the show ring, it is your job as the showman to make your animal look the best that she can be. When setting up any dairy animal, the front legs are always square and the rear legs are offset. With heifers, the rear leg closest to the judge is back, and with milking cows, the rear leg closest to the judge is forward. When the judge is in front of you, make sure to outstretch your arms so that the judge can get a full view of your animal. The showman is using a technique called pulling throat to give the heifer a more feminine appearing neck. When the judge comes to the other side of your animal, make sure that you switch the rear legs, but keep the front legs square. Also ensure that you are not blocking the judge's view of your animal. As the judge walks around you and around the ring, make sure that your animal is correctly set up at all times. Another important aspect of being a good showman is having substantial knowledge about your individual animal and dairy cattle as a whole. Some important things to tell the judge are the animal's birthday, breed, her registered name, her sire, and possibly some things you like and dislike about the animal's type. Make sure to practice switching rear legs and conduct dairy-related research so that you are more relaxed and prepared when talking to your judge. After the judge has tested the showman's overall ability and knowledge of the animal, they will pull them into a lineup. When pulling into the lineup, it is important to keep eye contact with your judge and pull into your spot relatively quickly, making sure that there is not a large gap between your animal and the animal next to you. Making a wide turn can minimize the size of the gap between the animals. When in the lineup, if your animal moves too far forward or begins sidestepping, it may be necessary to pull out of line and back into the lineup. The correct way to pull out of the lineup and back into the lineup is using the figure 8 pattern going through your original placement in the lineup. The showman is displaying this figure 8 pattern as she moves out of and back into the lineup. When setting up your animal in the lineup, some different rules apply than when you are circling the ring. End animals on either side of the lineup will adjust their setup as the judge moves around the ring. Those in the middle of the lineup should set up their animals as if they were circling the ring and the judge was in the center. Once those in the middle have set up their animal, the animal doesn't move unless the judge directs it to change positions or it is pulled out by the exhibitor as seen in the previous clip. As you continue to practice showmanship, you will pick up more tips and tricks along the way. Just remember to have a good attitude and respect the judge's decision. Thank you.